Hey folks, this is Gabe at Security.org, and today I want to delve into the Ring Video Doorbell 4. So you know, it's not the fourth in the line, but it is the Ring Video Doorbell 4, and to clear all of this up, we're gonna dive deeply into my experience from installation to mobile application to just everyday actions. Now, to be clear, I am going to be essentially ignoring the elephant in the room regarding Ring and their surveillance apparatus, their partnerships with police departments, because we're making a full video on that for Security.org. Just to make that clear, I just want to basically do a review based on the merits of this device in terms of its technical capabilities. Let's begin with what you get in the box with your Ring Video Doorbell 4. So you get the Ring Video Doorbell itself, you get that quick release battery, you get a wedge to make sure you can have it set up wherever you need it in your home. You're gonna get mounting hardware and installation tools. So basically everything you need to get up and running. Now, when it comes to setup with your Ring Video Doorbell 4, there's essentially two different parts. There's the initial setup, which is the digital setup. And for that, you're going to need the Ring mobile application. If it's, you don't have it downloaded, you're going to download that to your mobile device. You're going to need to know your Wi-Fi password in your home. And from there, they're going to walk you through the entire setup. So really straightforward, really easy. That's one of the things I like about Ring. Then of course, there's the physical element of the installation. Now, you can, of course, hire someone to do that, but it's pretty straightforward to replace your traditional doorbell or add it. And that's the real question, because with the Ring Video Doorbell 4, you can use the battery, it's quick release. You have to charge it every month or every couple months, depending on use, or you can hardwire it into your traditional doorbell setup in your home and not have to think about it ever again. Now, of course, this is a video doorbell, so let's dive into what we actually want to talk about, which is the actual visual quality.
So here I am checking out the Ring Video Doorbell 4. Now, as you can see, I come closer. It looks really nice. You can get a nice perspective of my face, see me quite well, even though it's a gloomy, rainy day here in Seattle. If you see I walk on this side, you're going to be able to capture because it's 160 degrees field of view. So not only is that 1080p HDR camera, but that 160 degrees field of view makes sure that it's capturing everything. And it's pretty noisy, it's pretty rainy, but you can hear me pretty well because you have that excellent two-way audio with the Ring Video Doorbell 4. So overall, really impressed with its abilities in this arena. So this is me checking out the night vision on the Ring Video Doorbell 4. So you can see me pretty well. It has a really wide perspective, of course, and I look pretty good even in the dark. So it's October, it's Halloweeny, and you can still see me pretty well.
Now, what's cool about the Ring Video Doorbell 4 is it's the only other doorbell beyond the Ring Pro 2 that gives you color pre-roll. Now, what's pre-roll? What basically gives you the preceding moments before an action has taken place. So if something darts across your yard, you're gonna see what happened in the moments before it darted across, maybe give you some idea of actually what's taking place. All right, so let's talk broadly about what's gonna happen when someone uses your doorbell. They're gonna walk up, they're gonna press that button, and when they press that button, there's gonna be a sound on the doorbell itself, alerting them that yes, the button has been pressed. Of course, there's also a light that will go on when that happens. You're going to hear it inside of your home, no matter what, essentially, because you can have a ring chime, you can have it set up with your traditional doorbell. You can also have it go off for your Echo devices inside of your home. So there are a lot of different ways you can make sure you hear it. And if you don't hear it for some reason, you also will have a notification go off on your phone and your various Amazon devices. So there are really a plethora of ways in which you're alerted that someone is on your property with the Ring Video Doorbell 4. Now, I just mentioned people on your property because really it does go beyond just that simple ringing of the doorbell. If someone walks up to your house and decides not to ring the doorbell, well, you're going to be alerted to that too, because you have things like people detection with your Ring Video Doorbell. So they're definitely gonna be keeping tabs on what's going on in front of your home. Now, when it comes to your Ring Video Doorbell 4, it records clips up to 2 minutes in length. Of course, that doesn't mean it's gonna cut it off. It can continuously record events, but it's just gonna do it in 2-minute increments. Now, to do all of this in terms of looking at your recorded clips, going back in time up to a month, or even 2 months to look at your clips, you're gonna have to have a Ring Protect or Ring Protect Plus subscription, but they're both quite affordable and allow for you to get the full experience with your Ring Video Doorbell. Now with the Ring Video Doorbell 4, there's a pretty fun element called Quick Replies. Now Quick Replies basically gives you 6 automated responses that you can use to respond when you're particularly busy. It might just be, hey, I'm coming downstairs right now, or hey, we're really not interested, but they give you these 6 automated responses that really allow for you to basically seem as if you're at home when you're not actually going to be there. So that's a really useful element, and it's not something that I haven't seen before, but I'm really glad that Ring took the time to include it with the Ring Video Doorbell 4. Now, of course, the main functionality of what happens with your Ring Video Doorbell comes from what happens in the palm of your hand with the Ring Always Home mobile application. So let's dive into what that experience is like for me on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. So here I am checking out the Ring Video Doorbells mobile application. That's the Ring Always Home app. Now, you'll note right at the very front of the video, you can see the front door. Everything's great. I can jump in right to that live view, tap to go live, and voila, it's a live view of what's going on out front. Pumpkins out there, great little Halloween vibes. My favorite time of year, I think. Now, if I wanted to talk to someone, you'll note there, I can hit that tap to talk. I can listen. I can do the whole shebang of, hey, what's going on? There's a package for me? Great, please leave it at the front door. Or I don't want that, please go away. All of that can be done very easily with the Ring Always Home app. Now, if you go into that top right-hand corner, you'll close your session. You can go into the settings, and here is where you have the joy that is customizing your Ring Always Home experience. Now, you'll note I have motion detection on. I have motion alerts off because you know what? Today's pretty busy. I'm right in front of the front porch. I don't need a deluge of messages telling me that motion has been detected. Now, most importantly, I'm gonna jump into that event history. It's gonna let me know everything that's gone down. So from live view that I've gone into to people being detected, all of that I can see, and then I can even decide exactly what I wanna see. So from missed Ring doorbells to answered Ring doorbells to just people being detected, all of that is accessible right here in the mobile application, very easy. Now, beyond that, you can of course throw things on like a motion snooze. So if you have people coming in and out for a party or something of that nature, you can throw that on for up to 4 hours and you're not going to be bothered. You can go beyond that into your motion settings, and this is where you can really dial in what you need with your Ring Video Doorbell. Now, this is important for those of us who are using the battery only. So if you don't have it hardwired, you don't have that constant power, you probably don't want to constantly have to charge it back up, which is what will happen if it goes off every 30 seconds whenever the wind blows. Now, the first thing one can do is edit these motion zones. Now you'll note here, I can just have a default zone, I can add a zone, and you can see here, I can just make it wherever I want it to be. So if I just want to know when people are in this very particular spot, I can set that up and boom, I'm done. I've saved it. That's my zone. I'm going to go ahead and take away this default zone, by the way, so that it's not going to give me all of those things. So take away my default zone. Now I just have this one space where I'm going to be alerted when people come. Now, when it comes to motion sensitivity, I can also decide how sensitive do I want it to be. Do I want it to capture pretty much any motion, just big motions, things of that nature, all available with this slider. Then you have your smart alerts, and this is what I am using in this particular moment because I really don't care about the foxes or the cars. I really only care about people. So I have record and send alerts if it is a person with my Ring Video Doorbell 4. You do have some advanced motion detection settings when it comes to the Ring Video Doorbell 4. Things like motion schedules and motion frequency, all helpful when it comes to reducing or increasing your overall battery life. You can continue by going into your device settings and tailoring your overall experience. For example, I can go into video settings and say, hey, I want to make sure that HDR is on. I want to have that live view accessible at any point. I want to have that pre-roll available so I can see what happened in the few seconds before any particular action transpired. And I want to go ahead and decide on my video recording length. I'm a maximalist, so I'm going 120 seconds. Maybe you're a minimalist and you want to break that down to fewer moments, but I like to see as much as possible in any given time frame. Below that, you have your snapshot capture, and that's basically gonna be every hour, every 14 minutes, which is pretty great. And it's basically gonna give you a snapshot of what happens between detected events. You also have the ability to dive into your notification settings, and there you can basically decide, hey, what do I wanna hear when I have a notification? What do I wanna see? That's always fun, that's always great to dive into. You have, of course, privacy settings, because remember, depending on the state, it may be illegal to actually record people without their knowledge. You have to have both parties consenting to an audio recording. So something to look at depending on where you happen to live. And I always am really careful when it comes to privacy zones. As someone who's typically in New York City, I always want to make sure that I'm not spying on my neighbors and ensuring that they have the utmost privacy. And fortunately, you can make your own privacy zones really simply inside of the mobile application of Ring. So here, if I didn't want to see anything over here, voila, I'm done. These people are safe. I'm not going to see anything. I'm not going to be alerted to their presence in that particular zone. So overall, some of the best customization options you're going to see with any video doorbell out in the market with your Ring Video Doorbell 4 and the Ring Always Home mobile application. All right, we've come to the end of our look at the Ring Video Doorbell 4, and I want to give you my final thoughts. Now, of course, there's a tremendous caveat regarding what Ring has going on when it comes to surveillance and our general society. But ignoring all that, we do have to point out that Ring is really good at what they do. They are an originator in this space of video doorbells, so they've got it down. If it comes to the color pre-roll that they're providing for you, the gorgeous visuals, the great two-way audio with noise cancellation so I can focus on this conversation, they really do things well. Now, I do have to point out that I'd love to see a 1:1 ratio so that I can actually see a package at my feet and someone's face at the same time. And that's just not something that Ring has done that we've seen from a few other video doorbells. But generally speaking, the overall intuitive mobile application and just easy experience with Ring definitely keeps them up there as contenders for one of the best video doorbells out on the market today. All right, so that's our look at the Ring Video Doorbell 4. I really hope that you appreciated today's video. And if you have any questions, please drop them below. If you liked it, hit that button. And if you really enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, Security.org. We're bringing you the newest in home and digital security each week. It's our joy, it's our pride, it's our pleasure. Well, my name is Gabe. This is Security.org. Be secure.